So I've seriously injured myself at least once a year since I was 7 years old, without fail. I've had 3 concussions, 5 broken bones, 4 serious sprains, and I've separated my shoulder. And my orthopedic surgeon knows me like I walk into his office and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" But none of the injuries that I've had in the past could have prepared me for what happened to me last year. If it wasn't for my horse Clifford, I wouldn't be here giving you this speech right now. I don't know where I would be, if I would even be here. He helped me hold myself together last year when my whole life basically came crashing down around me. And which was also surprising because when I got him, like, he's definitely was not the horse that I always pictured that, you know, the little girl would picture, oh, this horse is going to come run up to me and, like, nicker to me. No, not that horse. And having him brought back into my life after I came back home from school, just really kind of stressed to me how important it is for me to have horses in my life. So when I first got him, he would pin his ears at me, which I don't know if you've ever seen a horse pin his ears, but not very happy look. I have scars all over my body. I have a big one right here from him biting me. He was nasty. But eventually, this kind of, he eventually worked out of it. And I've come to embrace this more because whenever he is really sweet and loving, it is more rewarding. And it's also he's not like that with everybody. It's only me that he'll be nice to. Which brings me to my second point. He gave me a reason to live when I was ready to just give up on everything. I was at Susquehanna University last year, and first semester, I had A's and B's, I had an amazing boyfriend, I was getting along with everybody, and then all of a sudden, all at the same time, my boyfriend broke up with me. We've been dating for over 2 years, and that whole thing. The barn that I've been at for 9 years now, my trainer was like, all right, we're getting up and we're leaving, just all of a sudden when I was home for Christmas break. And then on top of that, I was really homesick and missing my horse. So I just was not, I was done. I was just ready to give up. But when I came home, he was there, and that helped a lot. And actually, I got a tattoo with his show name, Cliffhanger, because I used to cut, and this is where I used to do it. And the scars are on. You can see the scars through the tattoo, but this, I haven't done it since because if I look down at my arm, I remember that I have him to live for. And since coming home, I'm a lot happier. And I've kind of refound my motivation to want to do well in school and get into vet school. I've been, working at the barn all the time, and when the vet comes out, I'll help her with stuff. And it's just, I've had those experiences now that I didn't have before, which helps me want to do that. But I didn't really realize before how vital horses were going to be. And I always knew that I'd need to have them, but I didn't know just how important it would be to me. My horse Clifford is my rock, and it's cheesy, but he's my best friend. And before I told you that I seriously injure myself every year, and I have not done so yet this year. I'm still due. But last year was definitely by far the most painful injury I ever had, and if I hadn't had Clifford, I wouldn't be here, and I know that I'll have him if anything like that ever happens again, and I'll have him to help me get through it. And he helps me to remember that life is worth living. So, that's it.